We must love and support one another. Love and support one another. We have nothing to lose.
So we're gonna keep it moving. Up next, we're gonna bring up a representative from the Sunrise Movement, Sebastian. Sebastian, where are you? Sebastian, make some noise for Sebastian, y'all. Make some more noise. Olympic Blender family, make some noise.
Hello everyone, my name is Sebastian Heinzen and I am one of the Sunrise Northeast Action Coaches, and I am so privileged to come and speak to you all today. And one thing we like doing at Sunrise is talking through personal narratives. So I'm going to share a little personal narrative with you guys today and tie it into all the different feelings we have with everything going on. Sorry, I will talk louder. Okay. I came from a family where we were different than 99% of the people in my hometown. My mom is Catholic and my dad is Jewish, and they decided to raise us in both religions growing up, so that we were able to experience both sides of the family. And then, when we were older, we were able to choose if we wanted to be Catholic or Jewish, or neither, or something completely different. So we went to CCD on Wednesdays and Hebrew school on Saturdays. This was definitely an auspicious beginning, as we were maybe one of 3 Jewish families in a majority Catholic, white, and conservative area that was characterized, or that I would characterize as less than accepting of anything against the grain. There were multiple occasions where swastikas were found around the school in library books or carved into desks, or when anti-Semitic remarks were made to me or my brothers, but to be very honest, I didn't remember these particularly bothering me growing up, or at least I didn't understand how what these actions were trying to do, just that they were happening. The first time I can actually remember feeling the brunt of this difference was not even due to the criticisms and hatred coming from classmates who were not Jewish, but from the community I was a part of that made me and my brothers the subject to this hate. One day after school in 7th grade, I remember sitting at the on my bus ride home, staring out the window when one of my only Jewish friends in the district came up to me and asked if I was going to the first day of Hebrew school that afternoon. I told my friend that I was sure that I was, even though I had no clue what she was talking about, and ran home from the bus stop because I knew I would have to be in a hurry if I was to make it to Hebrew school on time. Marched through the door and called for my dad to ask for clarification as to what was going on. I remember seeing the look in his eyes when he heard what I was calling to him about, and the feeling of uncertainty where he took me into the living room and sat me down. He told me that the congregation, a place where I had spent so much time in preschool, Hebrew school, and the holidays, a place where I was able to be around people like me when I lived in a place that was so not that, and decided that we were no longer welcome due to our involvement in the church on my mom's side, and that this was not a small decision, but one that was made up to that had made its way up to the highest levels of the congregation. I remember my stomach dropping out, my heart racing, and tears starting to pull in my eyes. I remember feeling the hurt and isolation that comes from being cast out from a group that was not only made you feel different, but in some way special. A group that I had thought I had made lasting friendships, not only with students like me, but also adults who I respected and cared for. I felt alone, confused, and even a little scared. I was about to turn 13, the age at which a boy becomes a bar mitzvah in the Jewish faith, a moment that you literally talk about your entire life, and a moment I was never going to have and was beginning to mourn, although my grandfather was adamant to still have me study my Torah portion with him. And it's what my Torah portion was about that I still remember to this day. Tolerance, understanding, not casting out others who are different from you, but embracing and accepting them. Totally different than what I was experiencing at that moment, that formidable moment in my childhood, but a lesson I learned that day and have carried with me since. Fast forward 8 years. This time I'm abroad in Switzerland, working for a research lab and being in a new culture in a new place where I didn't know anyone and had trouble communicating, already making me feel isolated and alone. Little did I know when I woke up that day in October, the feelings of isolation that I had felt up to that point were only the start. On October 27th, 2018, at about 10 a.m., the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh, PA, the synagogue that had finally accepted my family and allowed us to participate as members of the congregation after years of hopping from synagogue to synagogue for holiday services, was under attack. An anti-Semitic, right-wing terrorist had invaded the place of worship on Shabbat morning services and took the life of 11 individuals and wounded 6 others before he was stopped and apprehended. I can still feel the chills that ran down my spine when I started to receive the first texts and calls from family and friends about the tragedy and watching it play out from, so far away. So much unknown at the time and feeling so helpless and again isolated. This time not because of being cast out of a community that I called home, but because of a real and malicious and terrifying threat on human life caused by anti-Semitic and xenophobic sentiments. The lessons of my Torah portion kept running through my head. How can there be so much hatred in this world, so much intolerance, so much fear? That moment reinvigorated my commitment to making sure no one felt like I felt in that moment. Scared, alone, under attack, and my commitment to creating spaces where people not only feel comfortable, but celebrated for who they are and what makes them special. Today, I see the same thing happening all over, except this time the ones who are supposed to be protecting are killing. The racial injustice that has persisted along that of other marginalized groups through the institutionalized racism and social pressures in this country stretches to every aspect of life. Healthcare, housing, education, and the environment, and so much more. It is more evident now than ever that this pandemic has showed us how grossly unequipped we are as a society to protect our most vulnerable. We need immediate change. The current movement for Black Lives is just the beginning. We must push and hold accountable each and every one of the actors in our political system to ensure real and measurable change is made. Because there is no liberation without revolution, and time is up, people. We must call for the liberation of all people, including indigenous sovereignty, ending the state of violence through the abolition of all oppressive systems, including the policing and carceral systems, addressing the climate crisis and healthcare and economic injustices in response to COVID-19 relief. This is only a short list of what needs to be done and what needs to be done now. I look around the world today and I feel scared. I feel under attack, and I feel just like I did when I heard my father tell me we were no longer welcome at our synagogue, or when I saw the explicit hate and violence happening at the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh. Not only for myself, but for so many people I love and care about, including every single one of you here today. But one thing I don't feel is alone. Moments like this where I can look around me and see all the love and passion from people who believe in the same things as I do, believe in tolerance, believe in understanding, believe in love, believe in creating spaces that celebrate who people are and protecting them from people who don't. Believe in standing up for what is right and demanding that wrongs be mended. That is what gives me hope. For not only the immediate future and for the current election and rough months to follow, but for the long term. Trump may think he has won through his lies and cheats and can even claim that he has won the election or that we stole it from him. But together we will defend our country from those who stand in the way of making sure everyone's vote is counted and voice is heard. Together we will protect those who need protecting. Together we will defend our futures. Together we are a powerful and vocal majority. Together we stand for all. Thank you all so much for being here. It is so important that we show up in support for all the people who need us to stand up for us all today. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore because there's so much. And thank you to all the wonderful groups that are here today and supporting this. And thank you.
Make some more noise for Sebastian, y'all. Alright, so up next, we have a representative from Kosecha, and I also need Sophia from the Party for Socialism and Liberation. I also need you to come up. So, Sophia, come on up. Make some noise for both of them, y'all. This is double the trouble. Make some more noise. This is two different organizations coming together on one accord. Make some noise.
Hello everyone, my name is Scott Ide, and I'm an ally organizer with Movimento Kosecha. We're going to be calling in Don Rolando, who is one of the immigrant leaders of Movimento Kosecha.
How's everybody feel? Vibe check, make some noise. we're now one big blended family. Introduce yourself. Say hello. Exchange daps, pounds. I would say a handshake. We're in the middle of a pandemic. We do have hand sanitizer though.
Ok, listo.
Sí, dinos tu nombre.
David Rolando Oliva.
Sí,
Continúo entonces.
sí, puedes continuar. Puedes empezar.
Ok, gracias. En primer lugar, mi nombre es David Rolando Oliva. Soy del movimiento Cosecha.
My name is David Durando and I'm with Movimiento Cosecha.
Quiero en principio agradecer la oportunidad que nos dan de poder dirigirnos a los presentes.
I first want to thank you all for letting me speak here today.
Quiero en primer lugar decir pues que tu movimiento Cosecha en alguna medida no somos tan partidarios de los candidatos, pero sí celebramos la derrota de Trump.
We as Movimiento Cosecha aren't particularly aligned with a political party, but we do celebrate the defeat of Trump.
Me too, bro, me too.
En principio quiero decir de que Trump desde que entró al poder ha desarrollado una actitud frontal de ataque contra la comunidad inmigrante en general.
First, I want to say that since Trump won and got into power, he's put up a fight against the Latino community.
En segundo lugar, ha actuado en una forma un poco criminal, encerrando a más de 1,000 niños, que hasta el momento hay 545 que están enjaulados todavía.
Ever since then, second thing is that Trump has also put a criminal, has called us criminals and has over 1,000 people in cages and 545 children in cages till this day.
También ha alimentado el ego, ¿verdad? Y las acciones a favor, de los sectores supremacistas que están constantemente atacando a nuestra comunidad.
He has also put up a fight. ¿Puedes repetirlo, por favor?
Ha desarrollado
He has developed and
ha desarrollado una actitud de fomentar el ego de los supremacistas, o sea, de los que están atacando nuestras comunidades.
yeah, he has fed ego and has attacked our people. And particularly the white supremacist system.
A nuestra comunidad inmigrante la ha atacado de que somos delincuentes y pedimos
He has said that our people are criminals and we are come here as criminals to this country.
ha hecho un mal manejo
he has also dealt with COVID-19 terribly, and there's about 230,000 people that have died whose lives could have been saved.
Quiero celebrar la participación masiva de nuestra comunidad latina y hemos dejado demostrado que somos un poder en estas elecciones.
I want to say that we have shown as Latino people that we do care about this country, and we have shown out in masses.
Invito a la comunidad inmigrante en general, pero en especial a la comunidad indocumentada a unirnos, porque ya sabemos que somos fuerza y que como fuerza podemos cambiar los destinos de este país.
I want to say that as undocumented people, we must, all immigrant people, but especially undocumented people, we must unite because we are stronger together.
Debemos de unificarnos todos y debemos de luchar en contra del racismo, en contra de la explotación, en contra de la exclusión a la cual hemos estado sometidos por años.
We must fight, and we must continue to fight against exploitation, against racism that has been here for so many years.
Nuestra lucha como movimiento no es hasta llegar a conseguir una licencia o una residencia. Nuestra lucha es permanente, nuestra lucha es por justicia, por dignidad, por respeto y por protección permanente para todos.
And it's important to know that our fight isn't just for driver's license and for residency and to be a permanent resident here, but it is one of justice, one that we demand to be here, and one of dignity, one to fight and struggle.
Construiremos un país más digno, un país más seguro, un país para todos, ya que este mundo es para todos y no es solo para unos pocos.
We will build together a world and a system that is for all of us because we are in this together.
Somos trabajadores esenciales, pero hasta ahora no se nos ha tratado con dignidad. Se nos ha excluido, el gobierno nos ha excluido de todos los servicios y se nos ha tratado y se nos trata mal continuamente.
We are essential workers, but till this day we are not treated as such, right? So we are here demanding that we do get treated with justice and with respect. The struggle continues, and we must remember that we must continue to fight today and always. We fight today, we struggle tomorrow. The struggle continues. Thank you all.
Make some noise for Cosecha, y'all.